Our children, because this American dream does not belong to me. It does not belong to them. This American dream belongs to the world. So in closing, I just want to tell you this. It's pretty cool to be speaking in Capital One Arena right before the boss. You've inspired me beyond words. Your love, your devotion, your commitment to our country, everywhere I go, shows us that we are not only the beacon of hope, but we are the land of constitutional justice. We are the land under Donald J. Trump and J.D. Vance where we are going to end the two-tier system of justice. We are going to remove the weaponization of the intelligence community for political purposes. And we are going to put the men and women of America first today to usher in a new dynasty, because we just inaugurated Donald J. Trump as our 47th president. And we just inaugurated J.D. Vance as our Vice President of the United States. And we did that because the American dream is alive and well, because you chose that our dream can be the dream for our children and the dream for our world. And we are at a crossroads.
It's completely wonderful. I'm so honored and thrilled to get this. I've been in the business a long, long time. And who would have thought that when I started back in 1980, that 42 years later, I would get this from the RTS. I'm 42 years later, I would get that 42 years later, I would get this from the RTS. I'm thrilled and privileged. And of course, you know, because it's an award by my peers, it means something very special.
A change of guard at the BBC. Indian origin Sameer Shah will be the next chairman of the UK state broadcaster.
Well, his appointment comes after his predecessor, Richard Sharp, quit in April over a loan to then Prime Minister Boris Johnson. Shah's appointment, which will almost certainly be ratified by a Parliament committee, comes when the BBC is facing increased funding pressures. The media giant is currently looking to save $627 million and recently announced cutbacks to its flagship Newsnight show. 71-year-old Shah has worked in television for over 40 years, holding a number of roles at the BBC, including as head of current affairs.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Usha Vance.
To introduce my husband, J.D. Vance, to all of you. I was at a loss. What could I say that hasn't already been said before? After all, the man was already the subject of a Ron Howard movie.
The fire unscathed. She did one thing that helped her escape the flames. While the houses of celebrities like Mark Owen and Paris Hilton were ruthlessly destroyed, the fire spared Jennifer's $21 million mansion. Clearly, it wasn't just prayer that did the trick. Jennifer specifically considered fire safety when choosing and designing her home. This is because wildfires happen almost every year in Los Angeles. Jennifer's mansion is located at a higher elevation where fires typically spread in lower areas. Even if they reach higher ground, there's a lot of buffer time. But just in case, to protect her 3.27-acre mansion, Jennifer invested heavily in a high-tech fire suppression system. The fire and smoke alarm system constantly monitors the surroundings, and if a threat is detected, it immediately activates dozens or even hundreds of automatic sprinklers. However, the mansion was built in 1968, so it was quite old. So Jennifer chose the most fire-resistant materials to renovate the exterior, adding extra thick firewalls and fireproof doors. Jennifer also contacted private firefighters in advance to tackle the fire nearby, which miraculously saved the house. No wonder Jennifer Aniston's $21 million mansion survived the fire unscathed. She did one thing that helped her escape the
Why did you buy a Bugatti?
You know, when I was making this house, I don't like black color a lot. I like gold and beige, but originally I'm an Indian, so they told me you have to keep something black in the house so you don't get a black eye.
No way.
I said, you know what, then I have to keep something special. So I found the car and they told me this is a rare Bugatti.
And they don't give this car to anyone, by the way. This is very hard to get.
No, you cannot go and buy a Bugatti, first of all.
Yeah.
You should be someone special to be registered, to be approved.
And that's a normal Bugatti, but this is harder.
Yeah, this is. No, you don't get it.
So there's 1 or 20 of these in the world.
Yeah.
This is the only black one, I'm guessing.
Yeah. No, all 20 are the same.
Any more Bugattis coming?
Coming.
No way.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite cars.
Wow.
Even though I don't drive them.
And not because of the cars, because of the number plates, guys. What was the first plate number you got?
48.
48?
Yeah.
Do you still have that?
Of course.
I mean, you're not really a Bentley guy? No way.
Roads.
This cost $10 million, guys. You see? I'm touching it. I'm actually touching it. This is real life. We also have a G-Wagon with the number 1.
Yes.
Can we go see that car?
This is there.
Got a Cullinan with the plate number 1. We got the G-Wagon with number 1.
This Cullinan, the plate number on this costs 60 million dirhams, which is equivalent to $17 million. I don't even know how to explain how expensive this is. This is a lot of money, guys.
Reach new lows. The Russian owners are selling their assets in the United Kingdom. Hanover Lodge, which was one of the most expensive properties in the United Kingdom once, has in fact been sold by a Russian oligarch for over $145 million. Now, the mansion overlooking the Regent's Park is one of London's 8 royal parks, has been brought now by an Indian billionaire, Ravi Ruya, from Andrei Goncharenko, in an off-market deal. Now, this has been dubbed as one of the most expensive property deals that has been struck in the United Kingdom. The Russian owner had brought the property back in 2012 from a conservative peer lord. So who are these people who are involved in this deal? The Russian owner is a former senior executive of the Kremlin-owned oil giant Gazprom, while Ruya is a co-founder of the Indian multinational conglomerate company SR Group, which majorly deals in energy, metals, technology and retail sector.